annoying thing right now is that I have to re-equip all my skills because I don't train with these skills. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just showcase the initial burst. Oh, did I fudge that up? Yep, I did. That's fine. So we'll just do 1 minute initially, level 0. And then basically it's just a spam skill, to be honest. And then I get all my final damage buffs here off. And then you just put destruction of Rowan, and then rinse and repeat. And make sure your final damage buffs are up here. It's just, you can see these are the extra 10%, 10%. And it's just, I'm basically spamming this preset here, which is the main skill. And then you can see kind of all the sentinels here. This is the big Eternal Guardian that replicates, it basically just stands there until it replicates these skills right here. So right here, now you see it's going to attack here and then attack there again. The uptime on the final damage buff, and just procs these little sentinels that do sort of passive damage. And just spam away. Yeah. So you can see this is 2100 from that one huge V3 skill. Spear, Eternal Light, Call to Sentinels. And then these are the other skills, those ones that are in the preset. And then ADI. So mainly the line count here is pretty spot on. The only things I'm really missing at like the end game is the will skill, maxing these ADI lines, and then weapon aura, maybe a few more attacks. But other than that, I don't know if I want to do the math right now, but it's probably, let's see, I think it's about 8,000, 8,800 is what I did, maybe. Oh, let's see. I'll just do it on my phone. So 21, 1529, 903, 1066, 833, plus 760, plus 751, 438, 207. Yeah, 8614 for the 1 minute burst. So 8614, and I think the nice thing about it is that it's all technically cap lines. And then rounds, I'll have to wait for all these things to proc, basically. But let's see. But if you're wondering what the trios are, like I mentioned, it's a Sting, Fury, the Spear, and then Call to Sentinels is really good. And then this Piercing of Tulane. So Piercing of Tulane is this skill. It's essentially a passive, it's just passive lines. So again, grants final damage, overpowered, just so much final damage here. What are the trios? Yeah, I'll show that in a little bit, Mr. Potato. The buff is active, attacks with the spear. So basically anytime you're attacking, it's going to do extra passive damage, which is pretty insane. So here's the trios. The nice thing is that these two are like combined, right? So Spear of Lug, Call to Sentinels are 2 skills in 1, and then the 2 Rowan skills are combined. And then the Piercing Tulane is sort of the last one by itself. So it's just these 3, really, that all you really need. And then the nice part is there's only 6 skills. So I mean, you make trios extremely fast. There's not many options there, which is nice. Eventually, you can obviously whittle this down to 2, use the matrix points, and fill up another slot here. But yeah, we'll do a 3 minutes real quick, kind of see how it stacks up. This will be much better than dual blade. Yeah, it's pretty good. So rotation wise, if anyone's really trying to min max the Rowan skills, I like to put at the beginning of the preset to not get the final damage buff, but also to use before. Like I wouldn't automatically use destruction right off the bat. I think that's a big mistake. You want to get the final damage buffs going from the sting of the Rowan, and also while destruction is going, you want these to be on cooldown, right? So that it's like it's coming back up. You get it up quicker while destruction is doing its thing, right? Don't all classes get their full lines within 2 minutes now? Why not 2 minutes? I mean, yeah, we can do 2 minutes. 3 minutes is like I think of 3 minutes as like covert. Yeah, like if you see like DPS charts, they do 3 minutes, but yeah, we can do 2 minutes too. It doesn't really matter. But I think like for 3 minutes, usually it's like 20k to 22k is around the average ish. My Erel's already strong in their main. Yeah, yeah. It's the nodes. The nodes are just insane. That's all that really matters. But it's a pretty easy class. I keep relating it to like a paladin because that's really what I know. But it's pretty straightforward. There's no real combining anything. I'm gonna wait for my. I'll just use it here. Yeah, there's no real like micromanaging. The main thing is just making sure destruction. You use that big V3 skill with Eternal Guardian up, and the big pain is that I still can't tell what skill is what over here. So I think this is the Chew, that buff. I think this is Eternal Guardian here. I'm, yeah, I'm not too sure. It's like Bishop. Now, based on your testing, I think because I've already, um, based on your testing now, do you think your placement of Arrow on the tier list video was justified, or you change your mind? Um, yeah, I kind of already knew what the line count was with KMSM. I just had to verify, but I think it's gonna be very strong once it's geared up. Once it's geared up for sure, I think it's gonna be one of the better ones. Now the big pain is kind of that it doesn't have as great survivability, and we'll kind of talk about the iframes in a little bit, but yeah. So this one says 19,990. So basically 20,000 lines. It's decent. I mean, it's I think that's probably average, right? It's not anything spectacular. Again, I think we'll test out simple no gated. You have to fill up for extra power or anything for the class. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna try to do some content right now.